guys, it's Morgan. So today I'm going to be showing you guys 3 easy, healthy, and delicious vegan bento box lunches that you can bring to school or work. I will leave a link in the description to the bento box that I purchased. I just got it from Amazon. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So the first bento box is a portobello mushroom sandwich. So you want to start off by baking the mushrooms in the oven to cook them. I just seasoned mine with nutritional yeast. You can totally season them however you prefer, and I baked mine at 400 degrees. The smaller one only took about 12 minutes and the larger one took 20, but you just want to watch them and see when they're done cooking. So I'm using some sprouted grain bread, and on one side I am topping it with some roasted red pepper hummus. And if you meal prep these sandwiches, you only want to make like 2 and eat them within 2 days because they will get soggy after that. So I'm adding a layer of spinach, and you don't have to put too much spinach if you don't like it, but this helps it not get soggy sooner than 2 days. So yeah, it's definitely important that you do put the spinach if you're not going to eat it the very next day or the day of. So next I'm just adding my portobello mushroom, and then I'm going to top it with some thinly sliced tomatoes, some dill pickles, and then I'm also going to be putting some of the Follow Your Heart vegan cheese. I just like cut up a slice of it into shreds. This is the only vegan cheese that I like, and it actually has the cleanest ingredients. And then I just topped it off, and there you have your sandwich. So I just cut it in half for, just for the bento box, it's easier to eat. So I put that in one side of the box, and then on the side of that I put some of these like gluten-free rice crackers. I just got them from Aldi. So yeah, I put those on the side of the sandwich. And then in the other side of the bento box, I put some blackberries, some strawberries, and then I put some of these Sajoya vanilla maple flavored cocoa runes on the side. Those are super delicious. And that is the finished box. I will have the directions for cooking the mushrooms in the description in case you want to reference them. So yeah, that is the first box done. And then the second one is my absolute favorite. It's just some rice paper rolls with berries and oranges and homemade peanut sauce. So for the peanut sauce, I'm starting off with a cup of water, 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon of tamari, and about a teaspoon of fresh ground chili paste. You could also use sriracha. And then I'm doing 1 tablespoon of all natural peanut butter, and then I'm just gonna give that a little mix. And I will have this full recipe in the description as well in case you want it written out. And then I'm adding in about a teaspoon of coconut sugar, some onion powder, powdered ginger. You could also use fresh ginger, about a tablespoon of cornstarch, and then you want to just give that a little mix. And then lastly, we're adding in the peanut powder. You want to use at least a 1/4 cup. That'll give it a really watery consistency. I like to have more than a 1/4 cup because I like my peanut sauce to be a bit thicker, but you can just use as much as you want until you get your desired consistency. And then to make the rice paper rolls, I'm starting off with some rice paper, and then I'm adding in my tofu, matchstick carrots, and shredded lettuce. You could totally add other veggies. This is just how I prefer it. And for the tofu, I just marinated mine overnight and then baked it, but you could prepare your tofu however you prefer. If you want my recipe for my tofu marinade, I can totally do a video on that. Just let me know in the comments down below. And I could only fit 3 in the bento box, but I probably eat like 5 or 6, so just make as many as you want. The peanut sauce is also like enough for probably like 2 servings, maybe like 10 or 12 rice paper rolls, depending on how much of it you eat. So you could double or have the peanut sauce recipe if you want more or less. So yeah, I just put 3 of these in one side bento box, and then in the other side I put a bunch of sliced strawberries, and I put one of these little peeled like cutie oranges, like those small mandarin oranges. I put one of those in there. And then I'm also doing one of these Health Warrior dark chocolate chia bars. You can find these at Target. They're pretty easy to find and they're super good. I will have a discount code for those in the description. I totally recommend you check them out. And then I am just putting the peanut sauce in a little mason jar thing on the side. So yeah, and that's the finished bento box. This one is definitely my favorite. You guys should totally try it out. And then for the last bento box, it's just some pasta with apples and almond butter. And this one, if you have a microwave, you could totally eat this one warm, but it's also good cold as well. So for the pasta, I'm using the Bonza chickpea pasta. You could totally use any kind of pasta you like. I just prefer this kind for a school day because it keeps me full for a little bit longer. And then I'm adding in some peas, some corn, and a sliced tomato. And then I'm going in with 1 cup of marinara sauce, some dried basil, some red pepper flakes, a whole bunch of nutritional yeast. Oh no, those are the red pepper flakes. Some all-purpose Italian seasoning, and lastly some oregano. And then I'm just gonna give that a good stir. And then you want to put some kale in there. I did about like 2 handfuls. And then I just put the lid on to cook this down. You could let it cook down for as long as you want, depending on how cooked you like your kale. So I just put the lid on and let it steam for a little bit and then mixed it in. And then I just put that in one side of the box. This makes a little over 2 servings, or maybe like 2 big servings if you really packed it into the bento box. So yeah, if you want it for the whole week, you'd probably want to double the recipe. And then in the other side, I just sliced up a huge golden delicious apple, and I put that in there. And I put a little cup of this Barney butter, smooth, their original almond butter, and this is a super good almond butter. It's not like one of those all natural ones that's just almond butter. It has a couple other things, but it is really, really good. So yeah, and that's the finished bento box. This one is awesome because you can have it cold or warm depending on what you like. So yeah, and that is all of the bento boxes. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I upload new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please let me know in the comments because I have tons more bento box recipe ideas that I can share with you guys and make more of these videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.